Ryan, what's the latest there?
Well, we do know that over the last few days, we've seen thousands of people gather behind us and obviously want to mark this moment in outside Paisley Park to say their respects to Prince. There was a memorial here Saturday among private friends, about 20 or so who came here. We did find out Prince's remains were cremated, and after that service, and there's been a talk about maybe a musical tribute that will happen here in the coming days. But look, everyone's focused on the investigation, and what we do know is staff members found Prince's body around 9 o'clock. They made a call to 911. When EMS got here, they weren't able to resuscitate him, and now everyone's looking forward to see exactly how the superstar died.
Thanks, Ryan. And we will, tonight we're going to talk a little bit about that. But listen, I'm just going to use my physician brain, just the way I think as a doctor, to put together the pieces. We don't have a lot of facts yet. We do have the sheriff's office releasing a transcript of the call from Paisley Park Thursday morning. Listen to, this is a recreation, but listen.
911, where is your emergency?
Hi there. What's the address here? Yeah, we need an ambulance right now.
Okay, your cell phone's not going to tell me where you're at, so you need to find me an address.
Yeah, we have, the person is dead here.
Okay, get me the address, please.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Concentrate on that.
And the people are just distraught.
I understand that they are distraught, but...
I'm working on it. Paisley Park, we're at Paisley Park.
You're at Paisley Park? Okay, that's in Chanhassen. Are you with the person who's...
Yes, it's Prince.
That is a recreation, but it is telling because they already knew they had somebody who had expired. They could not resuscitate that individual, meaning he'd been down for a long time. Then we've got the private flight from Atlanta last week that made an emergency landing in Moline, Illinois. Listen to this from air traffic control.
What's the nature of the emergency? What's the nature of the
An unresponsive passenger. Was it a male or female passenger? Male passenger.
Okay, now we don't know if that was Prince's flight, but the singer was going from Atlanta via private jet on that very day that Prince was reportedly hospitalized in Illinois for a few hours before then returning to Minneapolis. But Pat, that's what the camp said was the flu. The flu does not cause ultrasound sensorium like that.
No. First of all, what's wrong with saying it's Prince?
Yeah.
I mean, they wasted 25 seconds there saying, should I say his name or that?
Yeah.
Right. But no, there's something going on here. I'm not saying, it would be hard for me. First of all, let me disclose my relationship with Prince. Walking through a hotel lobby, he walked by me and said, Pat O'Brien. I said, Prince. That's it. But loved his music, went to a lot of concerts. But you're right, there's something else here. And the guy was so private. And the thing is, for a guy that's surrounded by so many people all the time, you'd think that there'd be more information. That's what makes me think that it's not something really bad. Like,
now you're
no, it's not drugs.
It's not drugs.
Not drugs. Not like crack and cocaine.
Well, for sure not. Right now, when you say it's not drugs, there's an interesting piece to why you say that. Can we disclose your life?
Sure.
Go ahead. Please.
There's a man who treated me when I first walked in. I'm 7.5 years sober.
Congratulations.
So I know my
So you understand this. And one thing about addicts and alcoholics, they have a real sense about other people's disease. They see it, they can kind of sense what's going on. You don't get the sense that Prince is an addict either, right?
I do not.
Right. Okay. That's my sense,
It would take a lot to convince me of that.
That's right. So people want to be, I don't care, there's these rumors flying around about drug dealers. I say to everybody, put those aside. That's not what this is.
Too spiritual and too calm.
Yeah.
Didn't smoke or drink.
I'm not saying this was not drug-assisted or drug-related demise, but not because of the addiction with a capital A. This is not that. Nina, you agree?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Only because of the way that Prince led his life. And I think, when we talk about other major stars passing away, there were indications way before their final passing. When we talk about Whitney Houston, even when we talked about Michael and the medical emergencies he had before he passed. So there were some types of indications where we knew if they passed away, we wouldn't be totally surprised if drugs or alcohol were involved. With Prince, I don't see that.